Wizards don't do laundry. Hello walls, I hope you're good, and whatever you're doing, just stop, stay still, and listen to me. Do you know G? No. Do you know Book Rose? No. I will put her channel's link down below so you can check it. She got an email from Hogwarts. I got the email as well, so I'm just gonna read it. Ordinary Wizarding Levels Challenges. You know what I'm talking about, right? Dear student, I write to inform you that your O.W.L.s examination will commence on the 2nd of April. The last day of examinations will be the 29th of April. Please ensure you have taken adequate time until that day to complete the O.W.L.s you need. You can find the main objectives and focus of each exam down below. This is a readathon around Harry Potter world, so the O.W.L.s this time. So you're gonna have to read certain kind of books, certain genre of books, certain themes to complete the O.W.L.s you need to for your career. If you are following whatever I'm trying to say, I will show you the book I'm planning on reading for this specific course, subject, theme. So the first one is Ancient Runes. So you have to read the book with a symbol. So for Ancient Runes, I'm gonna put a picture over here of the book because I have more ebooks than actual books. So the book is Legend from Mary Lou. So I read Warcross from Mary Lou and I just fell in love with the story. She wrote all the books, so why not trying something else? So Legend, I really don't know what it is about. I know it's a kind of fantasy, sci-fi, YA books, adventure with some kind of romance in it. I'm not quite sure of the position of the romance theme, if it's the main thing in the book, but I don't believe so. I believe it's a kind of dystopian book. Should be like, the mix should be kind of interesting. I read some very good reviews about it. What I know is that we're gonna follow June's story, and she's a 15, 16-ish years old girl who is super smart, super talented, like a prodigy, and she's being groomed to become a military star. And so I think that's the sci-fi part of the book. But I know that something happened, her brother or her sister or cousin, whatever, someone dies, someone gets killed, and she goes on a mission to find the killer. And apparently the killer is someone who's already famous for killing. He's already like wanted, the government, the republic, the city, whatever it is. Quite interesting. I hope the romance part is not that big in it, and the dystopian thing is not like Hunger Games. It's not like too much. So the second one, arithmetic. So read a book with a number on the cover or in the title. So I'm planning on reading the final 6 from Alexandre Monnier. It's a 100% YA sci-fi type book. It's a recent one. I think he went out like beginning of March, so it will be like updating my not that long TBR list. I really don't know what it is about, except that two young kids, like a girl and a boy, they're like I believe smart. They have anything special, so they sent to the international space training camp, and then I guess something happens. I just know it's a recent book. It was put in one of the bookish subscription boxes, so I guess it's good, and I really don't know anything else about it. I'm quite excited about this book. So next one is Astronomy, and you have to read a science fiction novel. I'm gonna read Heart of Iron from Ashley Poston, I believe. So one thing you have to know, you cannot put one book into 3 categories. It's only one. So if this book is a sci-fi, but you picked, just like me, for the arithmetic, so the number on the title, you just can use it for this. You cannot say, already read the sci-fi, so I'm gonna put it in astronomy as well. No, that's cheating, guys. That's cheating. So Heart of Iron is sci-fi, actually, with some kind of fantasy in it as well, but it's definitely a YA kind of book. I don't remember everything, but I believe that Anna, that's the main girl, has legal me sort of thing. Like, you know, the robot DO9, I believe his name was. And so one day he started to glitch or something went wrong with him, and she's desperate to fix it. So I guess that's where plot goes on. So she will leave some adventure to find the pieces that DO9 needs or D09 needs. She will probably get in trouble. That's just me guessing the book, but I don't know that much about it. I just know it's a sci-fi fantasy YA book that was published end of February. Also was in a box subscription, so I guess it's also not that bad. So then we have Care of Magical Creatures. So you have to read a book that includes magical creatures or features a magical creature on the cover. I'm not gonna cheat, but I'm gonna pick a very, very, very easy book to read. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in French version. Easy book. It's gonna be a reread, but I was in a mood of reading it again because I read Beetle the Bard a few days ago, so I wanted to read this one as well. It's like actually being enrolled in Care of Magical Creatures course, so you're gonna know a lot of things about all the creatures that you probably don't know exist. Then we have charms, and for charms you have to read a fantasy book. I'm gonna read State of Sorrow by Melinda Salisbury. So I got this book in my last third loot box, last and first one actually, but it's actually 100% fantasy book, YA books as well. So if I remember well, it's a story of Sorrow who governs a court of tears in a land that was like previously very happy, celebrated and everything, but now it's like a monument that her father created for his brother who died like a little while ago, before even she was born. So she has to live through that grief, constant grief from her father, and I'm guessing she doesn't have any space in his life, so she's kind of sad. So by night she seeks love and everything in a boy's arm that doesn't exist anymore. I think she knew him or she loved him since her childhood, but I don't know if he's still alive or not. I really don't know, but let's say that's a very, I want to say, dark story, not the happiest one, and something happened and she has to decide how far she's ready to go to win. So yeah, quite excited. Then we have Defense Against the Dark Arts, and you have to read a book about or featuring secret societies or clubs. I choose the first book of the Young Elite trilogy from Mary Lou. Yeah, again, Mary Lou. I just want to go over her writing and everything. Just want to see if Warcross was absolutely gorgeous or if it's always the case or it was an exception or anything. I don't know anything about this trilogy. I just chose, so I'm not gonna say anything. So then we have Divination, and for that you have to read the book featuring prophecy. And for Divination I picked Game of Thrones. I read them a long time ago. I want to reread them before the next season. I know we have time, like 2 years before the next one, but never mind. And for me it's a book like, it's a book full of prophecies, and you know, this one's gonna take that kingdom and blah blah blah, but also like the House Targaryen, they dream a lot, and a lot of people say that their dreams are prophetic. It also fits in the category and the description. Game of Thrones, I know it's a big book, but the first one is like the smallest one, I believe, so like me. So then we have Herbology, and for that you have to read a book with a nature-related word in the title. So I chose Sea Witch from Sarah Henning. It's not an old book. I believe it went out, like it was published during the summer. The book has 4 stars on Goodreads, so I'm guessing it's a good book. And it has sea in the title. That's a nature-related word, right? I don't know a lot of things about that book either. I just know it's a retelling. So there is a girl who lost her friend, so best friend, someone very close to her, and she's like miserable in it, but she's a witch, I believe. And one day she sees a girl just looking exactly like her friend. She's certain that this is actually her friend who survived, and that her power was actually doing something. She wasn't that powerless. I think the girl who survived, or maybe the other one, I don't know, that's maybe another girl, has her own secrets, and she cannot stay at the place where they used to live because she cannot stay on her 2 legs. Some magic in it, some legends, some retelling. I love mermaids, sirens, I love magical things. Which, so for history of magic you have to read historical fiction. It doesn't say muggle fiction, so I choose Quidditch Through the Ages. This is historical fiction. This is the history of Quidditch, so I'm actually right. At the beginning I wanted to start to put this book in the ancient rune category, but I'm not sure this is actually a symbol. But yeah, so it's gonna go through historical fiction, and yeah. So then we have Muggle studies, so you have to read the Muggle non-fiction book. So for this category I want to read Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson. So this is a non-fiction book and a science book, so this absolutely fit in the category, and it's like answering or kind of answering or trying to intrigue you with the universe. So I'm just gonna read a few questions that they will try to answer in the book, or maybe just a synopsis. So it says like, what is the nature of space and time? How do we fit within the universe? How does the universe fit within us? There's no better guide through these mind-expanding questions than acclaimed astrophysics and best-selling author Neil deGrasse Tyson. But today, few of us have time to contemplate the cosmos, so Tyson brings the universe down to earth succinctly and clearly with sparkling wit, in tasty chapters, consumable anytime and anywhere in your busy day. Just that, I love the synopsis, I love the story, and I love the covers, and I love science. I'm talking and she falls asleep and she's like dreaming. So for portions, you have to read a book about or with alchemy. So I choose A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. It's a fantasy, fiction, paranormal, witches, and I think some vampires in it. It's like a very big mix of all the fantasy type of thing. I believe it's a very old book from 2011, something like that. I haven't heard that much about that book. If I remember well, the story was about a very old vampire, and I believe they are all super old at one point, never mind, and a very powerful witch, and they both looking for more or a book or a spell book or whatever. They're looking for something or they found it, but they are like kind of related by it, and that's all I know. That's it. Oh my god. And so the last one is Transfiguration, and you have to read a book that deals with transfiguration, shape-shifting, or a similar theme, or a book with a cat on the cover. So I picked To Kill a Kingdom, and that's a book I got in Shelf Love Crate. I will put the link somewhere if you wanna check the unboxing. So this is the story of Lyra. She's a Syrian royalty, anything. She collects hearts of princes. She only got 17 of them, like hidden somewhere. And one day something happened and she had to kill one of her own. So the Sea Queen wants to punish her, and she transformed her into a human. So for me, it's 100% shape-shifting, transfiguration, whatever, because you're becoming something you're not at the beginning with. So even if you're half human body, you're not entirely, so that's shape-shifting. So I don't believe I'm gonna be able to read all the books, just because 12 books in a month is kind of huge, especially because I didn't pick like the smallest book ever. So the following grades are awarded for the overall O.W.L.s performance. Pass grades: 3. Outstanding, sit and pass at least 5 hours. So I think I will be able to have a outstanding grade, because I'm gonna be able to read 5 books, I believe so. So if you're not, you can be exceeded expectations. Sit and pass at least 3 hours. Acceptable, sit and pass at least 2 hours. And then the fail grades, there are 3 as well. Poor, sit only 1 hour. Grateful, start but not finish any O.W.L.s task. And pro, do not show up at your O.W.L.s examination. Yours sincerely, Minerva McGonagall, Deputy Headmistress, Headmaster, Albus Dumbledore, Order of Merlin, First Class Grand Sorcerer, Chief Morlock, Supreme Merlot, Torsional Conveyor, blah, blah, blah. So I really believe in you. You can pass your O.W.L.s and you can have an award for it. So if you want to take part of it, just do it and share a video or pictures on Instagram or in the comments. Tell me what book you choose for which categories and everything, and I will put G's, so Book Rose channel down below with a link to the video, because this is from her. I'm not the creator, I wish. It's just gonna be a lot of fun for yourself and for us all sharing things. We love Harry Potter, we love the Wizarding World and everything, and we never actually pass our O.W.L.s. We should start to think about our career and what we're gonna do with our lives and everything. When you're gonna read your books, imagine you in a library, in Hogwarts library, doing your homework or prepping your exams and everything, and I really think it's gonna be fun. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment if you're willing to participate. You're more than welcome, believe me. And well, take care, absolutely take care, and see you soon. Bye.